Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm making the Black Pepper Crew, a tactics game about a group of bounty hunters on their quest for redemption. Now, the redemption part is not true. I guess I'm just fiddling with the game pitch. Not that there is one, mind you. Creating a pitch for the game is proving difficult, but I know I'll eventually get there. Anyway, on this devlog number 4, I want to talk about the enemies and the behavior tree I implemented for the AI. As of now, the game has 4 types of enemies and 2 bosses. The first one is a Doberman dog, codenamed Fergus, whose attack deals 1 damage in a 1 cell radius. Then comes the hyena, codenamed Randall, who has a bat that deals 2 damage in a 1 cell radius and pushes the target 1 cell with the knockback ability. If the target bounces into another character, he will receive 1 extra damage point, making Randall way more powerful. Then comes Gustav, who is a gorilla that has a 1 cell range attack that hits all 4 target cells and deals 1 damage to each target, as well as push them with the knockback ability. And last but not least comes the Rhino Ivan, who charges towards the target in a range of 4 cells and deals 1 damage and has the knockback ability as well. The bosses have much more HP and have very specific attacks. Flavio, who is a crime lord hamster, has a range attack that deals 1 damage. The other boss is Leo, a lion whose attack deals 2 damage and has the knockback ability. I'm still experimenting with these bosses' abilities, as I don't feel the boss adrenaline when fighting with them. Perhaps it is a matter of atmosphere, but from a mechanical standpoint, I feel they are kind of weak. Maybe because I'm much better at my own game. I guess I have to do more playtesting. I'm planning to add much more enemies with different abilities, but for now this group is fine for testing and working on other parts of the game. The current AI implementation is built over the behavior tree. Right now there is no specific behavior for each enemy, as they all share the same behavior. This is not desired because the enemies with more specific mechanics behave stupidly, but this allows me to test the game's mechanics. Flavio is the best example of this, as he will always try to get closer to the target when he can shoot them from far away. The behavior tree is built using the node object in Godot. This is great because it helps me with the tree logic and allows me to focus on the AI implementation. There are a lot of sources on how to implement a behavior tree, but I'll include a link in the description for an article that helped me to implement my own version of this algorithm. The current AI runs as follows. First, it will pick a unit from the list of available units in the enemy's turn. If there are no units left, it will end the turn. If there is a unit, it will take it and remove it from the list. This list is populated at the beginning of each enemy's turn. After this, the list of possible targets is populated with the player's unit. If a unit is KO'd, then it will not be on the list. Once the list is created, the tree will calculate the best possible target, taking into account the target's HP as well as distances. With this information, the list of possible actions for the current enemy will be sorted. This is useful, as we want the enemy to attack first and move later if the target is in attack range, or move first and attack later if it isn't. The tree will start to pop each action from the list and perform it. In the case of the moving action, it will show the range of movement for the player to see. Then it will pick a target from the targets inside the range. If not, it will go to the closest target cell. The attack action is very similar. It will show the attack range, pick the target and then perform it. If there is no enemy inside the range, the behavior will fail, and the tree will continue with the next action. Once all the actions are outside of the list, the tree will pick the next unit in the enemy's list. Then just rinse and repeat. I intended to expand upon this tree to accommodate for the more specific abilities. But as it is now, it's just enough for the game to be playable, and it works. So this is it for today's devlog. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.